Hello friends, Operator Starsky with the daily update from Kyiv, Ukraine. Today is day 519 of the unprovoked war started by the Russian fascists to destroy the Ukrainian identity. In the past 24 hours, 590 Russian terrorists took a dirt nap in the foreign country populated by tough Ukrainian people instead of living an ordinary life, raising kids, drinking vodka, playing balalaika, and doing whatever shit the Russians are doing in their country. The Russian terrorists also lost 9 tanks, 11 armored vehicles, and 18 artillery systems. We received an updated information on the massive missile strike conducted by the Russian terrorists yesterday. Around 2 p.m., 3 caliber missiles were launched by the Russian fascists and intercepted by the Ukrainian air defense. In the evening, 8 Russian bombers launched 36 missiles, 33 were intercepted. Also, it was reported that 4 X-47 Kinjal missiles were fired at the Khmelnytsky Oblast. The chief of the local military administration reports that all 4 missiles were intercepted. As usual, Russian fascists report 5 Battlestar Galacticas, 2 General Zaluzhnys eliminated, and several Kyiv cities wiped out, but you know, everything is possible when you lie. Also yesterday, the Ukrainian Air Force conducted 11 successful strikes on the Russian military objects and areas of concentration of the terrorist troops, as well as their vehicles. It was confirmed that the armed forces of Ukraine took full control of Staromayorsk village, South Ukraine. Also, the Russian attack near Novoyegorivka was deflected. Active combat reported in the area of Robotyne. Also, the Russian terrorists had small success south of Bakhmut near Klishivka, but lost several positions near Kurdyumivka. Due to the successful Ukrainian strike on the Pervomaiske, illegally occupied by the Russian invaders, more than 100 of them were delivered to the local morgue. Also, it is reported that more than 600 invaders are currently receiving treatment in the central hospital, which is completely overloaded and lacks enough staff and meds to provide Russian terrorists with appropriate medical treatment. The Prosecutor General of Ukraine will investigate the case of the Belarusian Red Cross that assisted the Russian fascists in kidnapping and deporting Ukrainian children. Also, the Ukrainian fencer Olga Harlan got disqualified by the jury at the Olympic Games after she refused to shake hands with the Russian fascist Anna Smirnova, who turned out to be her opponent. Instead, she offered the Russian fascist to cross the rapiers, which is allowed, but she refused as well. For all the people out there who still think that sports, music, or ballet have nothing to do with politics, the only way the Russians can initiate handshakes or selfies together with the Ukrainians is by saying these magical words: "I'm sorry for what my country is doing to your people. I don't support the genocide of the Ukrainians, and I'm deeply ashamed by the Russian war against Ukraine. Let's do what we have to do as equals and professionals." It's really easy, but because majority of Russian citizens either have no balls to say those words or they do support the Russian invasion, they deserve zero respect from the Ukrainian people as well as the international community. Recently, it was confirmed that the Russians were preparing for the invasion years before it happened, which automatically cancels all the conspiracy fuckery about the genetically modified birds, NATO expansion, and other delusions. For example, in 2020, the Russia's TV channel NTV made a report on the military exercise where the Russian fascists were training to hit Ukrainian cities such as Starokostyantynov. According to our information, the Russians started preparing for the full-scale invasion approximately in the late 2019. Obviously, because the Russian dictator Vladimir Putin, also known as Huilo, underestimated the newly elected president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, and considered him an easy prey. The Russian Mi-8 helicopter in Altai saved us a missile by crashing into the ground. The armed forces of Ukraine highly appreciate this heroic act by the brave Russian pilots. Also, it was confirmed that the Russian Ka-52 destroyed yesterday by the Ukrainian defenders was piloted by the commander of the terrorist 112th Air Regiment, Colonel Tabachnikov. Good health and long years to the dead. My name is Operator Starsky. As always, be safe.